So can see my screen, right? Just to check. Okay. All right. So thanks for joining our Intriq Finesse 11 days Iran tour. So your tour will start from 29 February all the way till 10th of March. So a quick introduction about Iran. So just a background. So ancient Iran was known as Persia. It's actually one of the world's oldest continuous civilizations dating back all the way to 4000 BC. They have very rich cultural heritage and numerous UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Very stunning Persian architectures, beautiful gardens. So a quick brief history timeline. So the story will actually begin mainly from ancient Persian, where the Achaemenid Empire was the most significant one, whereby it was founded by Cyrus the Great. So that was one of the largest empires in ancient history. So I will not go through everything, don't worry. So just a quick highlight of those important eras that you'll be hearing a lot throughout the trip.
Email, don't we?
This is not, but I can
It's
do
not.
what I can do is we can forward this presentation after.
Yes.
And you can have a copy
That
of
would
this.
be good, thank you.
Yes.
Sure. All right, so moving on the Islamic conquest. Then after that, we had the Seljuk and Mongol invasions. Then moving on to one of the important periods, so which is the Safavid Empire. Then thereafter, we have the Afsharids and Zans. That was a very short dynasty. Then another very significant period will be the Qajar dynasty. Then Pahlavi era, then followed by where the Muslims, the Islamic was being introduced already. Yeah. So there was a revolution in 1979, then later followed by the Iran-Iraq War, then later on the post-revolutionary period, whereby they are being facing the challenges, the sanctions, all this.
From the US and
Yeah, from the US. So first of all, we start with the travel checklist. So we have already checked all this, so your passport has more than 6 months validity from departure date. So visa-wise, all of you have already gotten your grant notice. So upon arrival in Iran's airport, regardless whether is it Tehran or is it Shiraz for most of them, so upon arrival, head to the visa on arrival counter with the following items. So print out a hard copy of your visa grant notice. Of course, your original passport, then prepare 75 euros in cash. So the visa counter will be collecting this amount in order to give you your visa. Then another thing, your travel insurance policy. It's best that besides your certificate of the travel insurance, it will be good to print out your policy details as well, because sometimes they will actually check very detailedly to make sure it covers Iran. So in case the officer do not accept your travel insurance, they will request you to purchase on the spot. So it may cost around 18 to 25 euros roughly, subject to change. So, okay, do stand by 2 passport size photo in case they ask for it, but normally they will not. Okay, just stand by only. Then proof of COVID vaccination is not required. All right, so we have quite a lot of ladies on this trip, very important. So please have your headscarf or a shawl with you in your hand carry bag. All right, upon arrival, so once you actually get off the aircraft, please make sure you are already covered up. Just cover your hair and your neck. So leaving some fringe in front, that one's okay. So just make sure you cover your head and the neck area.
I also want to say that I vaguely remember that when you depart Iran, you don't remove your headscarf immediately when you're on board the ship, on board the plane. Only when the plane takes off and you are out of Iran airspace, you can remove already.
Do they tell you what to do?
They don't tell you what to do, but you see everybody else starting to put on and all that, you just go follow the queue. Yes.
And can you wear like short
sleeve and then but wear a jacket over it?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
considered long sleeve. Right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So long it's long sleeve and long pants. Okay, so for time, Iran is 4.5 hours behind Singapore. Currency wise, it's a close currency, so they are using the Iranian rial. So this actually the banknotes denomination that they have from 100 all the way to 100,000 riyals, very big notes. Yeah. Then coins, I don't think you will be seeing that much. Yeah. So $1 approximately about 42,000 riyals, while euro is approximately 45,000 riyals. So for everyone's convenience, we actually requested the guy to prepare the local currency where you can just hand him a 50 euros. Then he will give you an envelope with the local riyals.
So
Sorry, what do you mean?
basically, our tour leader and our guide has got envelopes of 50 euros worth of reals that you can change with them just to get you started.
I see.
Yes. So if you want to, you can change with the guide. If you don't want to, you can change at the hotel or any other money
That's
changes.
very convenient.
Yeah.
How big is the group?
14.
14. Oh,
14.
so 2 people cancelled.
Yeah, 2% actually pull
Ah.
out.
14.
Yes.
So we shouldn't have 14 packets now. We should have more than
Yes, a
14
bit more than that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I would at least take 2 or 3.
Sure, of course.
14, 2% have dropped out.
Yes, 2% have dropped out.
Due to medical reason. Yeah.
So can we add any more in now?
I'm afraid it's a bit late
Yeah.
now. Yeah, because we need some time for the visa processing.
Children for the visa. And
Mm. But you do have friends that are interested, is it?
I'm just asking just in case.
Oh.
Now, of course, we have another one coming out in November. That they may want to join that.
Like, I'll do what Sandra does. Go again.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah.
I might. Okay.
Sure. All right. So in general, credit cards are not
So
accepted.
they'll take, we need more than 14 packets. Huh?
She's smiling at me already.
Mm.
Yes.
You say credit cards are generally not accepted.
Yes, except for the carpet shops.
And if you buy, Iran is a place to buy lapis lazuli.
Mm.
And if you buy big lapis lazuli, I'm sure they will accept
Is
credit
that what you're wearing?
Yes, this is what I bought. This is what I bought in Iran. Yeah.
I thought so.
Yes. Any big purchases like carpets that are $1,000 worth or big purchases, then they will take credit card. But it's a very
Like souvenirs
you
and
know,
all.
but-
No,
We carry Utrip.
no, it's
Oh,
not.
it
It's
doesn't
no,
work
it doesn't
there.
work.
Even
Not
debit
debit cards, no credit cards.
It's
Mm.
cash.
And how they work is they put it through like a what's that paper, like blue film paper, and then they will scan it like that and do it manually. Yeah.
How much loose cash do you recommend that we bring per person?
Most of the things are already included on this trip
Mm.
already. It's mainly for
For
your
your
own
own purchasing.
purchases. Yeah.
So
So if
I suggest you convert, you tell yourself in SGD dollars how much you're prepared to spend, then you convert it to euro. And that's the amount that you
Euros,
yeah.
not USD.
Because they won't accept US.
I forgot.
they do
I see, I was wondering why euros. Sorry.
Am I correct? Because last time I went with USD, but now would
Actually, they
accept?
do.
they do accept.
Actually, they do it this way and that way, you know.
As
Because,
long as you got money to
yeah,
earn.
actually, US embargo them completely. All the American banks are not allowed to transact through them, but all the merchant has an account in Dubai. And then if they collect US dollars cash, they will somehow bring it to Dubai. That's why they accept all the credit card, right? It's because they have some way of transacting through their Dubai bank.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have their way lah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you can tip in US dollars.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Yes.
But your tip is the tip is
It's
included
included.
in the package
Yes.
in the
Tipping is
I don't
included.
have to tip anybody.
No, you don't.
except the concierge if you think she's very good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
But I'll
Which
tip
we
in US
normally
dollars.
which we normally do.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
because when I travel, I get really $1 US dollars and $1 denominations because it's easy like this. You see.
Yes.
But it's up to you. If you feel the others deserve it, then you can give it to
Okay,
them.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Thank you, Sandra.
All right.
All right. So electricity wise, we are using type C and type F. So,
Why 2 million?
Yeah, it's
oh,
the.
sorry, I
Run,
forgot.
okay.
Run, my bad,
Okay.
sorry.
Round 2 pins, right?
Yes, the
Yeah,
Euro
the
type.
2 round
I
pins.
don't know, type F.
Type F is
Oh, right,
basically
right.
these
The-
two little
the
things
blue
jutting out at the
yeah.
top.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay, types, but it's two round
Two round pins, yes.
okay.
If you have a multi-adapter, it will work anyway.
Sandra is a pro, she's got a little note.
Oh, I also gave you. Sorry.
I need to write some things down.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries.
Yeah, so of course, easiest will be to bring your universal travel adapter.
Pardon?
The
And it will
travel
be
adapter.
travel adapter.
If you have a universal,
Yeah,
that's
that'll
right.
be easier.
Yes.
But what, Sheena was saying that you'll be selling us this,
Yes.
right? So that I can
The
get it
PowerPoint
again.
presentation.
Good, thank you.
But it's all in your book.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's move on. So weather-wise,
Temperature, yes.
Yes.
Important.
so of course this is just for a gauge. Of course, this is like 1 month ahead, so we don't know how the weather's gonna change, but shouldn't be too much.
Hold you to it.
So it's actually a transition from winter to springtime, so it can be pretty cold in the morning and night time. So moderate rainfall, maybe about up to 11 days in a month. So average daily temperature like 16 degrees Celsius, while the low can be about 4 degrees Celsius.
Do you
So
need those down jackets or whatever?
You are going out for dinners. So although it's a short transfer and then a little bit walk on the outside, if you're afraid of cold, it's better to have your jacket with you, just to layer on.
Winter
Winter
jacket.
jacket, yeah.
But that's only for the night time.
Only for the night time.
And in the early morning, where are we?
Usually we leave our hotels around 8:30
8,
at
9,
9. So it's not that early
Mm.
for winter, so you shouldn't be too cold in the mornings. But just layer on because it's a very dry climate there. So when the sun does come out and the sun is pretty strong, and if you're not under the shade, you can sometimes feel the heat a little bit. So just layer on.
So because it's still winter period, so sunsets will be about 6 p.m. Just take note of this. Okay, so we were talking about the dress code just now. So ladies, please be reminded to bring your scarf or shawl on your hand carry bag. So like what you can see from the pictures, that's how they normally dress up themselves as a tourist.
And no hard and fast rule, as long as the scarf is over your head.
Yeah.
You don't have to make sure that your hair is inside. You don't have to worry about your neck being exposed. As long as you have a scarf over your head, it's fine.
And you must wear the scarf even in the bus.
Yes, everywhere. The only time you can remove the scarf is when you're in the comforts of your
Yeah.
own room. That's all. Yes.
Okay, then also in addition, right, we'll actually be preparing the chador, the cloak, whereby in some places such as the holy sites, the mosques, you actually be pulling it on like those flowery
True.
pink color one. Yeah,
Who
just
will
a
provide it? You will provide
Right,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
the black outfit, is it?
Not black, sometimes it's different color
sometimes it
or
can be
white.
flowery as well.
And this
yeah,
is, you need it when you enter the mall.
Certain mosques. Yeah.
certain mosques.
This is new? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard that after COVID they got a bit more strict, so a chador would be more suitable.
You know, with all the women demonstrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so dress conservatively, modestly throughout the trip. So opt for loose-fitting clothing, so nothing body hugging like your skinny jeans or this. Try to avoid that.
You can wear skinny jeans or leggings, but
Mm.
this means that it's a tunic at the top. The top must be longer to cover
Covering your
your
hips.
hips.
So for both men and women, legs should be covered all the way down to ankles, so no burns or joints. All right, so what to pack? Some generic guideline. So other than your passport, just now I'm reminded about the 2 passport size photo just in case it's needed. So print out your travel insurance policy details and your visa grant notice. So you can bring euros, especially needed for the visa fee. Now, of course, you have US dollars, that is fine also to bring along. So headscarf and shawl for women. So your own personal medication, off-the-counter medicine. So jacket, your sweater, your warm layers, especially for the morning and night time. Long sleeve shirts and your full length pants, or if you prefer to wear skirt, it has to be full length as well. Your umbrella, raincoat, just in case of rain.
Will it be raining?
Exactly, that's my question.
Could be just passing shower. It shouldn't be that heavy rain. Yeah.
Umbrella? It's quite heavy. you
Just
know.
not
Just
umbrella,
travel
just in
umbrella,
case,
in case
if let's say the sun is also out, you know,
Mm.
some ladies, they prefer not to be under the sun. Because a lot of the sites, I don't know if, you remember the gardens and all that, there's not much shade.
Yeah, especially in Pacific.
Persepolis,
Mm.
yeah, the UNESCO sites, all that, it could be under the sun.
Okay, so very comfortable walking shoes. Remember about that. So when you actually enter some malls, you'll be removing your shoes as well. Just take note.
For shoes, it's just
Doesn't matter as long as it's comfortable for you. Sandals is okay. Trainers, sneakers, all that.
it's not hiking or anything.
No hiking. No
Nothing.
worry.
Flat terrain.
Flat terrain, but a lot of walks are required.
That's fine.
Mm. Okay, then your personal toiletries, if you have own preference, then your chargers, your adapter, your power plug.
Are you sure we can bring swimsuit and?
That is
That was a
very
hospital. There are no swimming pools, are there?
Indoor ones.
Yeah, but you still
One
have to
or
be
two of the
covered.
hotels.
Like as,
Really?
like the interior one, they have also.
Correct.
It may not be heated, I recall it not being
Yeah.
heated.
Don't think so.
You recall, you tested it and it wasn't.
Because I went twice as well, so I did quite an extensive
Right.
inspection of the hotel.
Right.
I remember it not being heated, yeah.
No, but my point is that you cannot swim. You have to
Yeah.
be fully, you know, like
Yeah,
though
so
you're
it's also
going
quite hard.
on the,
Mm.
like as though you're going snorkeling like that.
And to be honest, the itinerary is you're well taken care of from day to night. So I was trying to make sure you see as much as you can. So maybe there might not be much of an opportunity unless you wake up very, very early in the morning to go to the gym.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, things to note. So maybe if some of you are actually concerned,
StarHub, I know you can.
Use
can
the Iran.
oh,
Singtel
even
can.
Singtel also can.
Singtel
I
can.
Singtel, I'm on StarHub, yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the StarHub.
Yeah, but in addition, we'll provide you a local SIM card, so 15 gig data for everyone. So, okay, for some alcohol lovers, so just take note that it's actually illegal to drink over
Cannot
there.
bring bakwa.
Cannot bring as well. No bakwa, no pork products.
Bakwa can, chicken. Chicken can.
All right, then just a preamp, so you may be hearing loud Iranian prayer announcements. Like sometimes if you've been to Turkey, you also hear a lot of such loud announcements. So government buildings or any place with no photo sign, please do not take any pictures. It can be quite sensitive. So when taking photos, avoid doing thumbs up gesture. It's
This
considered
one, is it?
offensive. Yeah, don't do this over there. It's offensive. And don't shake hands with the opposite sex unless they are willing to do so. So overall, they are still very conservative in the public.
You will find lots of children wanting to take photographs with you.
Mm,
Asking you for autographs and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, as I said, they're very friendly.
okay,
They
then
expect you to pay them?
Oh, no, like,
no,
because they
They're
haven't
so happy
seen.
to see
Yeah.
visitors.
Yeah, so
they are
it's like-
curious about you.
Yeah, they're curious about
Yeah.
you. They haven't practiced English.
Yeah.
So they just wanted to talk to you in simple words like, hello, how are you? I love you. You know, things like that.
Okay, then
What is it? Graduation covering departing.
Okay. Right. So before I move on now, so in case for couples, when you take photo, try not to put your hand over the shoulder lah. Okay, then for the regulations, for departing passenger goods, right? There's a maximum limit of 10 kg dried fruits and 100 grams saffron per person. Then caviar wise, maximum 125 grams and must be sealed by fishery authorities with shopping invoice produced. Then hand-woven carpets, no, not larger than 20 square meters. Just take note of this
Ted
thing.
will tell us about who the what fishery authorities. How do we do that? If I want to bring caviar out. I mean, it's sealed by fishery authorities.
The shop that you buy from will
They
give
will
you
be,
the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just saying that don't anyhow go somewhere and buy. You buy from the.
Yeah.
You can get the caviar at the last hotel, the hotel in Tehran.
Let me see.
Espinas.
Yeah,
Espinas. They
Yeah.
sell it in the.
Yeah.
In the ground floor, they have a little
That's
bit
where I
of
bought mine,
And
yeah.
the price is
And you got-
comparable,
Very good.
Yes, yes,
Very
yes,
good.
it's a little.
but you only allow 125.
This one, this is new to me. I didn't know that there was limitation.
So, yeah.
Last time.
Don't
I
buy a
remember,
lot.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
last
they
time
have
people
some
buy like whole
restriction.
tray.
Yeah, then we all go to the airline, just
in the fridge.
SQ to give it, or Qatar to keep it on the fridge. Yeah.
It shouldn't be that much, maybe 1 or 2 jar, I guess.
I don't know what's 100.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you on that one.
And it's very good caviar.
Oh, yes, beluga, they got different grades some more.
They sell it in a round in the hotel.
Bottles or
Tin.
tin?
In the.
How about buying that?
Yeah.
How about buying it?
How much is it?
125.
Price, I think.
Actually, but the
20,
best ones
30%
are
of
near
the
the
price
Caspian
also.
Sea, yeah.
Pardon?
The best ones are near the Caspian Sea. When I went to Azerbaijan, we bought, yeah,
But it's sold in Tehran,
yeah.
right?
So, actually, you can, as I said, you can buy it from the Espinas Hotel.
Okay, then let's.
You don't remember how much it is,
Oh, that one, I went in 2016. That was so long ago, it is.
$50?
I remember it
No,
being
no,
about,
no,
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 that
no,
is great as
You
well.
see, let's say if you
It's definitely more than 100.
Yeah.
For a little tin.
Yes,
I remember one,
100 US.
100 US.
I remember I bought it for about $85 for a tin.
But now it'd be 100 because
Maybe
I
not
we
this
bought it in Azerbaijan, it's not more than 100.
Does the hotel take credit cards?
No,
Again, cash?
yeah.
I cannot remember because we paid cash.
Is
We
it?
must pay cash.
That time you could use credit card, now I do not know.
So cash is euros?
You can do euros or US dollars. Doesn't matter.
US dollars. Okay.
Yes. It's just that because you're paying a visa fee by euros already, might as well bring everything in euros.
I don't think so, we paid in quick credit card before, I think we paid
We
in
paid
cash.
cash. The last time I remember we really paid
US
cash.
cash, yeah.
Yeah.
Just introduction about the food and water.
Love it.
Yeah.
Tap water safe.
So
Well,
Iranian
you must
cuisine
eat
is
palo
very
fat.
varied.
Yeah.
Pilaf. The pilaf is the pilaf rice,
Yes.
yeah.
Do they have kettles in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes, they have.
so
Most of them have.
tap water, you can just boil the tap water and.
You can, but we also have bottled water in the
Mm.
vehicle for consumption
right,
every
but-
day.
Is it enough for
Oh, we will just keep posting. You see, Intriq was nodding along. Yeah, we
Okay.
always make sure there's enough water
Okay.
in the, yeah.
I see, so, and it's free, is it?
Yes, and in the
Yeah.
room I saw they will also give you water already.
A bottle of water?
Bottled water, yes.
Okay, good, well done. See, otherwise I'll bring my kettle.
Yeah,
No.
true, true.
Okay,
Sure.
but they do have kettles. I mean, if I wanted my own tea and all that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I was talking about Iranian cuisine. They have a lot of variation. So main staple food is still rice, or sometimes you are served like the local bread. Typical main course, you always get bread or rice with stew, kebabs, vegetables as well.
I'm fascinated by Shabbat. How do you do that? Dense
Shabbat,
boiled fruit,
yeah.
sugar, water, and herbal distillate.
Oh, it's like a very Middle Eastern thing. It's very syrupy, sugary,
Okay,
yeah.
alright.
Yes.
Yeah, so tap water generally safe to drink. So of course, we do recommend
So
through
long you have
will provide,
yeah,
yes.
free flowing mineral water, I'm fine.
Yes.
Because that also counts towards the how much currency I have to bring.
Yeah, sure.
So transportation wise, we'll have a
Just
44.
a minute, what's your name, my
Cami.
Cammy.
Yeah.
For food, are all meals provided?
Yes.
Yeah.
All meals
fine.
provided.
All taken care of.
Yes.
So we have a 44-seater bus for our group of 14.
I have motion sickness
Okay,
so
then you may
I
want to
could
take
sit
the front.
on the front seat, yes.
Yeah.
If nobody, I mean, unless somebody else also motion sickness, then we'll have to rotate up fairness.
Yeah.
But I need that front seat.
We have a big bus, so.
So there's 16 of us, 14 of us
14,
in the
yeah.
44-seater.
Mm.
Does the bus have a toilet?
No, it
no.
doesn't.
Okay, but-
Yeah.
Tell me the distances in hourly, how.
Yeah, I'll go through the itinerary
All right,
in a bit.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
So I'll let you know which are the days that has long drives. Yeah, of course, I mean, the standard is normally after every 1.5 to 2 hours drive, we should actually make a toilet stop
good
for
enough.
you. Yeah. I will move in to the itinerary.
Mhm.
So a quick glance of the summary here. So
And just ask a very question, which is your later Iran trip later in the year, is it a duplicate of this?
yes,
And is this exactly what you did, Sandra?
1 or 2 or 3 are different. Like I didn't go to Kum, which you will be visiting. Yeah, Kum is the burial place for Kumini.
okay. So 29th February, we actually arrive in Iran. We'll stay there for 2 nights.
But we're
And-
taking off on 28th, right?
Yes, you're flying on for 28th.
Okay.
Yeah. Then day 3, we'll move on to Yas, which will stay for 2 nights as well. Then day 5 is Isfahan, we'll actually stay for 3 nights. Then moving on to Kashan only for 1 night. Then the last 2 nights we'll be spending in Tehran. Okay, so here's the arrival process. So mentioned earlier, once you arrive, go to the visa on arrival counter. Before you go through the immigrations, your baggage collection, customs, then look out for the guide that's holding Intriq Journey's logo placard. So we actually have 2 flight timings. So some of you, Miss Alice, Angela, Suzanne, yourself, and then we've take.
Angela, you know, is going via Vietnam, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are there 2 flight times?
Some of them they actually prefer to connect on a different airline. So they are arriving on
For me,
different
I'm you are flying Singapore Airlines or
Qatar Airways.
I'm going Singapore Airlines and fly Dubai.
Yeah, that's what she told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for them, they have to actually sleep in Dubai airport.
The overnight in Dubai, just to make this connection.
Some of us as frequent flyer miles, we use, and then the time Singapore Airlines has a very good offer. So I fly Singapore Airlines.
No, is it?
Do they still have the option?
Always travels to
I think no more
friends, like 4 or 6 of them,
Mm.
same few.
Really? What was the
Big
offer like?
Mandarin one.
People that
$6,000 to get
Oh, ours
that
does.
all the way to.
He's
fantastic.
He's
Yeah.
a
Usually I fly,
Oh.
because my wife is coming, man, so I think I managed to get her on redemption, so all is better for us. So we usually do flights, up to you, see how you want to fly.
Yeah.
I wasn't offered an option.
Our recommended flight is actually on Qatar Airways.
Yeah, this is the most direct way to
Mm.
fly,
That's
unless you.
And then the shortest layover and.
Correct, you have the best connection.
Right? Okay, but.
I love, don't worry, I love Qatar Airlines.
Sandra is arriving
No,
much
I will
earlier.
meet you all in Shiraz because I'm following,
I see.
I'm going on my own first, for 2 Cabriz and then I'm joining,
She's doing an
Yeah.
extension.
And then we are doing a pre-trip
Western
extension.
Iran. She's going
I
to
will be in Iran for 3.5 weeks. That's how much I like Iran.
You love it.
Pre-tension.
When does that leave?
Sandra is
Leaving
leaving
on
on
the
the
18th.
18th night, and then Tinghui will leave on the 20th. 21st.
But
Well, luckily I didn't know, otherwise I would have.
It's a private arrangement that they wanted to do on their own.
Yeah, it's a separate
So
arrangement.
maybe I can do that in November.
you tend to go back there again.
Wow.
But
That's great.
because of the pre-trip, right?
Mm.
Your pre-trip is on the 18th
Of February.
of February.
Yeah.
So actually it's 10 days before this trip, before the
Yes.
actual trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy to do the 10 days prior
Mm.
before that.
But
Or
you-
I can even just do 10 days,
Yeah.
the pre, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And just leave the,
Yeah.
because
My advice is, because the pre one, we get very historical.
Yes.
Yeah, we go to a lot of historical ruins. Yes.
Same interest.
Yeah.
Like, I think we and I have.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of historical ruin, one ruin after another.
And some
So
ruins-
make sure this is your cup of tea first before you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And Western Iran is tougher than this.
The hotels are a lot more simpler.
What was the name you said?
The
Western
Western
Iran is
Western Iran.
tougher than Gems of Persia.
But is it a regular pre?
No.
It's just-
Is it
it's
some
because-
supplier?
It's because I have been to Iran And there was another tour to Western Iran, but I missed that.
I see.
And so since I'm going to Iran,
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to
Right, right.
see Western Iran.
Right,
And I've always wanted to see Tabriz.
yes,
So that's why I said, you know, if I'm going so far away, I might as well.
of course,
Yeah.
definitely, I agree. Totally.
Okay, so back to my screen. So 29 February, so for those who are actually arriving at 3:55 in Shiraz, you'll be transferred to the hotel to get a rest.
Are you
Freshen up.
arriving at the same time as the rest?
Yes, yes,
Oh.
yes. Qatar Airways.
Mm.
There's the four of us, right?
Yeah, just the four of you will actually be on the
Including
same flight. Yes, including Tate. So you actually be meeting her.
We arrived at 3:55 AM and nothing's planned for the day.
It's too
Oh,
early, it's too
then-
early. So
What?
later on of the day,
Yeah.
after your lunch, then we'll have a short tour. It's going to be a light day on first day. I will
But
move on.
But around the hotel, not traveling, we're not traveling anywhere on arrival, are we?
We'll go to hotel first,
Yes,
get a rest,
yes.
lunch. Then after that, we'll head out for a short tour.
And then come back to the hotel.
Yes.
That's fine. Just don't want to change hotels.
We're not changing a hotel on the first day.
So they are arriving in the morning, is it?
Yes.
3:55.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to see this house that I want to
Yes.
see.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So transfer to hotel rest. A van will actually be picking you up 1 p.m. from the hotel to the
I
restaurant to
see.
start off your day. So including Ting Hui, Xiu Yim, and Sandra will actually be joining in this van to head on to the restaurant. So the rest of them, Mr. Peter, your family and friends, Mr. and Mrs. Eddie Wong, will transfer from airport to restaurant for lunch directly. So upon arrival at 11:55 a.m., so you join in the lunch. So it's about 1 p.m.-ish. Yeah. So I'll go through day by day. So day one, on 29 February, arrival in Shiraz, you go for lunch. Then we'll visit Ali ibn Hamzi Holy Shrine. So this is the very first place we actually be, for ladies, will be putting on the chador in order to enter. So after that, we'll actually be visiting Vakil Bazaar and Vakil Mosque. Then after that, for those who actually arrive on Fly Dubai, then it will be our check-in time to Zandia Hotel, where we actually be staying for 2 nights.
Who is this Ali Ibn Hamzi chap?
This why we're going there is mainly because of the mosaic, mirror mosaics on the top of the. So it's very impressive. Everywhere you go, it's just shiny and glittery. It's quite fascinating. I think you probably have seen it before.
No, I don't remember seeing, but I remember the group went in the night. There's some
yes,
night they
yes,
went in the
it's-
night.
yes.
This is the one, is it?
There are two of it, such places. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if you went to the Ali Ibn
No, I
Hamzah
didn't
one.
visit
I went to
that.
this one. I went to this one. Very nice. It's a good surprise.
Okay, next morning, you actually be waking up quite early because we actually be having early breakfast, then depart hotel at 7:30. This is the earliest day that we have to set off.
What time is breakfast?
Breakfast will start from about 6:30. So you can have your breakfast, then we'll set out. So don't need to pack your luggage because we'll still be in the same hotel. So the very first stop will actually be to the Pink Mosque, Nasi Omok Mosque. The best time will actually be in the early morning when the sun beam shining through the color windows, like what you see in the picture over there on the top. Then after that, we'll drive about 1 hour to see the Persepolis Palace, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Then later, we'll be seeing the necropolis as well as the tombs of the Achaemenid kings. Then in the afternoon, we'll return to Shiraz. Then we'll make a stop in the tombs of Sadi as well as Hafez, who were the famous Persian poets.
And then we have dinner at the hotel.
Dinner will be in a local restaurant.
So throughout this whole itinerary, all the meals are provided, and there's no alcohol, so beverages are also provided, and all the food will be local, so no Western
No
food.
problem.
Yeah.
And it will it be a la carte? I mean, can we choose or
So as usual, it takes style. I'm sure this is my experience. She will have at least one of the main course options for you to choose, and she'll probably ask you in advance and get it prepared for when you're there.
Okay, day three. Day three will be checking out from the hotel. 2 hours drive from Shiraz to Pasargadi, where you'll actually be seeing this picture on the top right-hand corner, the Pasargadi and the tomb of the Shiraz the Great. Thereafter, we'll have lunch and 3 hours long drive to the Zoroastrian village of Cham. Then another 1 hour, we'll actually drive into Yas, which is a UNESCO World Heritage City.
And we'll be coming up to see the,
Russian burial site. I think maybe the next day.
because that time I missed it, I sprained my ankle.
Oh.
Yeah. So Bettina kept me company.
I'm quite sure it's possible because we all my trips I've visited. Are we visiting the burial site? Oh, the Zoroastrian burial site is just basically a small little hill where they bury
But it's
the
quite
people.
steep. It's quite steep.
Let me check.
I'll check for you.
You have to visit it, otherwise you will miss yet.
You can go and continue.
Let me continue first.
And then we will be seeing the house with the
wind.
wind
Yeah.
stuff and all that.
Yes.
Correct. So we check into the next hotel, Moshe Al Mamalik Garden Hotel. It's actually the first Iranian garden hotel with very traditional architecture and a Persian garden.
This is new.
So we stay there for 2 nights.
Sorry, you're
It's,
checking in at that hotel?
yes. Yeah. So 2 nights here. And
We're going to the
all right. So
Oh, yeah.
next day we have a full day in Yats. We'll include Zoroastrian Towers of Silence, the Fire Temple, Amir Chamat Complex, the Jami Mosque, which is known as the Friday Mosque, very beautiful. Fahadan, the old quarter of the city, Dolat Abad Garden, and then there's Wind Tower that's called Bagel, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And then in the evening, we'll catch Zucchini, this traditional sports performance,
That
which
was
is very
that was
interesting.
the extra that we had.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they play with they like
Yeah.
exercising, doing a little bit of sports performance for you in the Iranian gym. A bit smelly, but okay.
It wasn't in the itinerary, but the guy brought us to see this one of these kind. Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
All right, then next day we'll actually be heading to
Nice.
Isfahan. Sorry, this one is not. 2 hours drive to the city of Nain. It's a pre-Islamic town at the edge of the central desert of Iran. Over there, we'll be visiting Seljuqid Mosque and a small desert museum just opposite. Then we'll visit Mohammadi village, where locals actually weave garments and abaya with camel hair in underground workshop. Then after lunch, we'll be heading to a Iranian carpet workshop. Thereafter, 1.5 hour to 2 hours drive, we actually arrive in Isfahan. So over here, we'll be staying in Abbasi Hotel. It's a very big complex. Yes. So for most of our Intriq Finesse trip, right, normally say the first 2 bookings will actually be getting a very special promotion. Sometimes it could be a sweet upgrade.
You don't realize
Wait, you are the last bird.
promotion.
Oh, you just signed up.
What,
This village, is it, will we be visiting a traditional family home?
In Nain, is it?
I don't know where, but I remember we
There's
visited a
Abiyanye
traditional
and all
home.
that on the way to from Esfahan to Tehran. You will visit.
Abiyanye,
Even yes,
Abiyanye was the
yes.
one. And there's a 2,000 or 3,000 year old olive tree there.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
can I upgrade? Can I pay for a 60 square meters room?
I'm afraid they have very limited room, but we can check whether they still available or not.
Tell me how much.
Yes,
Thank you.
sure. Right, then next day we have a full day in Isfahan. So it's actually the Iran's art capital with very stunning puzzle Islamic architectures. So we actually first start the day off with visiting the historic bridges of the Sio Sipo and Kaju Bridge. Then we'll go to Hajj Bashad Palace. We have Chihel Sultan Palace.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, okay. Then after that, we have Armenian Van Cathedral and its museum. Mona Jamban, the Sleeping Minarets. Very spectacular for the cathedral, right? Then the Pigeon Tower in the town. Then at this evening, we actually have a private dinner with a live music performance.
That's the one you sit around. We sit down on the floor, is it? That's the one?
No, as much as possible, we are doing table arrangement.
Yeah, because we know that there are
Oh,
elderly
I like
people,
the
you know.
one that the was.
It's actually an Asian house, so it could be different from what you visited before. Yeah. Then next day we still have a full day in Isfahan. We'll head on to Nash Jahan Square. So this square is surrounded by 4 very significant historical monuments, including the Iman Mosque, Sheikh Lotfola Mosque, Ali Kapoor Palace, and then the Grand Bazaar. Then later on, we'll head on to Jami Mosque. Then we will also get to sip the tea in Azerbaijan traditional
Is
tea
this the
house.
one with the?
A lot of the
Oh,
hanging
really?
pots,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
Like you see in the picture over there.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Now this Isfahan, can arrangement be made for us to visit in the night? Because it's very beautiful in the night. And I remember the last time the guide arranged, we went, and of course, we were on our own and we were told to meet at a certain time and the place to meet and to go back to the hotel.
I'm sure it can be arranged. We'll just take note of that with tape.
Because it's very beautiful to take photographs in the night.
I remember the last time what happened was because the hotel was not too far from the
Yeah,
Isfahan Bazaar.
yeah.
So we got the guide to walk them there and tell them how to walk back before dinner. So that was what happened with me the last time. But I'm sure I can let Take know and then see how they can arrange it lah. Yeah.
But it's worth going visiting Isfahan again, the square in the night. It's very beautiful here.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. If let's say you all are still up to it after all the
Yeah.
sightseeing,
Oh.
I think we can arrange for those who are still up to it for the night visit. Not a problem.
Hey, you know what, we're always up to everything.
Tell me when you're
Very
there.
energetic. Don't think we are old. We are very energetic.
Yeah.
Next day, so day 8 already. In the morning, about two and a half hour drive to Abiane village that you were just talking about. So it's on the higher elevation. It's going to be quite cold, so be prepared with a jacket. So because it's winter,
Cold
so
what temperature?
single digits. Yeah, so it'll be pretty cold in the morning. You're seeing lesser villagers that are being dressed up traditionally during this time because they have already migrated to Kashan during this period since cold. Then after that, we will drive down 1.5 hours to Kashan, head to the traditional bazaar of Kashan. Then there's Aga Bazok Mosque. Then after that, we'll be heading into Sarai Amiriha Boutique Hotel. So
It's
it's
a very
actually
charming hotel.
yeah.
Very beautiful.
It's a boutique hotel. So different rooms, yeah, actually lay out very differently. So it'll be assigned randomly. So next day, we'll move out from Kashan in the morning after we visit the historic houses of Borojadi and Tabai in the Fin Garden. Drive for about 1.5 hours to Qom, where we'll stop by the courtyard of Fatima Mosume Holy Shrine. Then next will be about 2 hours drive towards Tehran, which is the capital. So this will be the final 2 nights in Aspinas International Hotel. So day 10, full day sightseeing of Tehran. We'll head to Golestan Palace, the National Museum of Iran, where there's archaeological and historical displays. After lunch, we'll visit Abgine Museum, which is the glassware and ceramic museum. Then thereafter, we'll end this day at Riza Abbasi Museum. Okay, so on the final day, in the morning,
Sorry,
yes.
what will I miss when I go to Temuka?
Riza
Riza
Abbasi
Abbasi.
Museum.
Only that.
Only
that's
that,
Only
again.
that one.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
previously you were missing
Then I
it.
will go again to Carpet.
Carpet Museum,
Yes,
yeah.
okay,
So
so
there's
that-
been a slight change of the
Yeah, it's all right.
layout.
Oh, you're leaving earlier.
Huh?
No,
leaving.
she is missing out on Reza Abbasi and going to see the
The
contemporary
Museum
art
of
museum.
Contemporary has got the best collection of Western art outside of Europe. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All owned by the former Faradiba lah.
Okay, so in this morning, we'll first head to Carpet Museum of Iran. Then for Mr. Eddie and Eileen, because of the earlier flight, then they'll be transferred to Tehran Airport first. While the rest of you should be continue towards the north of Tehran to visit the Sadabad Palace. After that, we will, if we have time, we can still do Tashrish Bazaar, which is oldest traditional bazaar in the North Tehran, so it's not too far from Sadabad.
Yeah, this one, in Shiraz, I remember we must always buy our pistachio nuts in Shiraz because our guide told us the best pistachio nuts. So can y'all arrange for us to visit the shop to buy pistachio nuts because I must buy pistachio nuts.
I've noted it down already.
Yeah. Because beyond Shiraz, the pistachio nuts are not very nice. It's only
You
in Shiraz.
can buy a lot, but the thing is, maybe like you
Yeah.
said, Shiraz would be the nicest.
Shiraz is the best for pistachio, yeah.
Okay, I think Tate is recording. All right, then lunch will be a bit later, about 2 p.m. because we need to cover the northern part of Tehran before moving down. After lunch, we still have some time, so we will go to Abu Od Atash Park, whereby it's more modern already. So you will see the modern side of Tehran. And they have this 270 meters Tabiat bridge that connects two of the nature areas.
This is the water park, is it?
And yeah,
They
the
call
water
it
and fire park. Correct.
Yeah.
Then after that, we'll return to hotel. We can have a quick rest at the lobby. So for those who are actually departing on this evening, we'll have an early dinner about 6 p.m. So you can eat something before you actually head to the airport. So for those transferring to airport, it will depart about 7 p.m. because of like very heavy traffic in Tehran. So normally drive is about 1.5 hours. Okay, so for Sandra, Alice, Angela, and Susan, as well as Tate, so your flight will be at 10:45 p.m.
So when are you leaving?
I think the next morning.
Next day, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oh, the rest are all
Tate,
going on-
Itaro,
on
Jeffrey, and the rest.
Fly Dubai.
Yeah,
Oh,
because on your flight Dubai, because there's no flight on 10 March itself, and of course no suitable flight timing. So they actually extended one night. So next morning, very early, we have to depart from hotel at about 6:30 a.m. Since the drive is 1.5 hours, we reach there just nice.
So who is flying? The Peter.
Peter, Jeffrey, that group, yeah. So you and Sue, as well as the 6 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 of you. Any questions, Eileen,
Okay.
Peter,
My
anyone?
request to buy pistachio nuts, her request to buy caviar.
No, I also second, Sandra's pistachio.
Good.
You should
Yes.
buy the best
Yeah.
pistachio nuts stuff from Iran.
May I ask, and I hope it's not a too personal a question,
Yeah.
Sandra, how much currency are you going, how much cash are you going to bring?
Normally, I will bring maybe about 400 euros or 500 euros.
For spending?
Yeah, because it's okay for me. If anything left over, I'm going to Provence in
No,
April. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that was a little
No.
less.
No.
less.
No, normally I bring more
Yes,
and anything left over, I use it for the next trip.
but 400 is enough.
Normally for me, I should think it.
What do you intend to buy?
Pistachios.
Pistachios.
I'm just wondering how much- I don't know how much they cost, you see.
Yeah.
You don't know how much they cost, so I don't know, but if you say 400 euros,
It
sufficient.
depends if you don't mind carrying leftovers.
No, I don't know.
Then you can bring more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just want
No,
to know.
because euro, you
Yeah,
will
you-
use it.
No,
Yeah.
I just wanted to know how
And in
much,
addition, I will be bringing US dollars also.
how much. I want to know how
So
much.
let's say, for
yeah.
example, pistachio nuts, 1 kg will
Yeah.
probably cost you, if my memory doesn't fail me, about 10 euros or so.
So cheap, sorry.
Was it
No,
5?
it was, I remember buying 1 kilo into, the pistachio, the most expensive.
Oh, you went for the higher grade one, lah.
Yeah, the high grade, I remember paying about 20 US.
20 US, so about
A
15
kilo.
euros,
A
maybe about
kilo.
15 euros.
Yeah.
So that will be 15 euros. And then you got your caviar. I've just checked, 125 grams of caviar is 1 tin only,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So you can only bring 1 tin.
This is your.
And it's one,
Yeah.
which is probably going to be, let's say, 100 euros. Yeah. I don't know, now there's a rules, it seems. So 100 euros or 120 euros maybe, plus that 20 euros. So your purchase only 140 plus. But of course, if you want
It's
to,
not a shopping trip.
unless you go carpet shopping, that's a very
But
different
the one
thing.
credit card can one.
Yes,
The one
yes,
credit
yes.
card. The one.
And a carpet can range from as cheap as 4,000 euros to as high as 20,000 euros. It really depends.
Carpet is no nice.
Yeah.
Sky is a
You see,
little-
if you bring 500 euros, it will be about 725 SDD. So it's, as I said, it's your budget, how much you want to spend
I
in
understand.
Singapore dollars.
I understand, that's a very good suggestion.
Yeah, then you, and if you are prepared that if you don't spend, you just bring it, use it for the next trip.
Very
Yeah,
excellent suggestion,
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
Well, one thing not to worry, if you really in need of cash, we have a very good
we got
local
a
partner.
banker.
We can
Mhm.
always
Thank
get
you.
some money from him first, and then when you get back to Singapore, we just take some interest, that's all.
And the concierge, the
Yeah.
banker.
She's going to give me the money. Thank you, no, it's okay, it's okay.
She's an all-rounder.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions?
So your most expensive items will probably be the caviar, and if you're buying lapis lazuli.
I was going to say.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Is lapis that
Yes.
expensive?
It is, depends on the quality, yeah. And the place to buy lapis lazuli is either Tajikistan or Iran.
Which part of Iran? Do you know which city that we're visiting?
Isfahan.
Isfahan. Isfahan, yeah, is where you buy, yeah.
Okay.
And there are a lot of, it's a bazaar, it's a huge
Yeah,
bazaar with
and then
a lot of
and
stores.
it's up to you if you want to buy carpets, then you have to bring more. The other thing you will probably spend on would be rugs, shawls,
Mm.
and table. I'm not quite
Runner.
remember of tablecloth.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's
Miniature painting,
Oh,
miniature
Camel
painting.
boat, camel boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Islamic calligraphy.
Yes.
A lot. Actually, it's quite
So
crazy.
you not need shopping.
The memory came back.
Looks like a shopping
No,
trip.
no, converting to
Yeah,
euros.
wrong already. It's a shopping trip.
Especially when you're-
The miniature painting is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They can paint on a grain of rice.
Yeah.
Wow, it's crazy.
I don't know if you like Islamic calligraphy. Chinese calligraphy, Islamic calligraphy are the two most beautiful calligraphy.
And they got very nice thing, everything in blue tiles.
Yeah,
My staff, I've got 2 Malay girls as staff, so I might bring back something.
Oh,
for them.
yes, you should, you should.
Yeah, it's something, a prayer or verse or whatever.
No, but you must remember your two staff are Sunnis, but in Iran they are Iraq. So they're
Yes, yeah.
completely different.
In Singapore, what are they?
Sunnis, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, just like
It's still a
just like a
yeah.
biblical verse.
Yes, yes.
A Quranic verse cannot be different.
Yeah.
But you see, in the Shiite religion, they tend to, it's like the Catholic religion, they tend to admire saints, whereas Sunnis don't. Sunnis don't admire saints. Yeah, yeah. That's why they say the Catholic religion is akin to Shiite lah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
Okay. If nobody has any questions, I just have one quick thing to highlight, which is, you know that just now while Cami was telling you about going from place to place, there are actually a lot of long drives. Estimate that, of course, you're breaking the long drives with sightseeing, with lunch and all that, so it doesn't feel like a long day. So it's very manageable, and the road conditions are highways. So it's not like bumpy roads or anything that's very hard to manage. The only thing is toilets. We will have toilet stops between the long drives, but the toilets, if Sandra remembers, is simple basic toilet. It is a public toilet, so it can be a little bit smelly. Yeah, but you it's not
will come with all her.
Take will have Take will have a little bit of toiletry bag. Yeah, I think that's
Really,
the first. Yeah, we do that. We spray, we do tissue paper, we have soap and all that, just making sure that you're ready for the conditions of the, it's still a cubicle, it's not like China toilets in the countryside where.
You owe me for being a marketing manager. Are we going to see a canal system? You know, the canal is the system where they dig the well and the irrigations, you know.
Yeah.
There was one museum. There was one place I remember. Then there was a description of how, because Iran has a unique irrigation system.
I'm
And
not
it's called the Qanat, Qanat.
Yeah.
Last time we went, yeah.
I'm not sure if it is equivalent. Let me check and I'll get back to you on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're going to see the aqueducts in
Yeah.
in
But
Massachusetts.
I know, but for them it's
Yes.
but it's very unique for them to see it. At least, they don't have to go underground and all, but you can see the schematic description. Yeah.
Can.
And
I've
canal
written
system.
that down also.
Yeah. The other thing you would miss, which was the highlight, is the National Treasury Museum.
Oh yeah.
Your eyes will pop up looking at the gems. No,
It's closed during that stay.
that is the highlight of a visit to Iran. Yeah.
And is it open in November?
No, it's closed.
Still closed.
Oh,
Still closed.
it's
Yeah.
so we don't know when it's gonna open. Since COVID, they've closed it,
I
so we're not
see.
sure when it's gonna open.
I see, it's not seasonal, but it's
We
because
are.
of COVID.
Yeah.
It's been privatized, so they were saying that
It's in a bank.
closed.
Yes, in a
It's
bank.
actually in a bank
So
and
you
you
go
go
through the
underground.
vault,
Yeah,
and then you
one,
see the
it's
pink
one
diamond.
huge vault, and the stones are just thrown like that. Yeah, everywhere. It's
Yeah,
very
but
nice.
I mean, unfortunately this time around we cannot visit.
Yeah.
It's closed.
What is it called?
It's called the National
Treasury.
Treasury. Yeah, and they've got jewels that beat the crown jewels of UK.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right. So any more questions? If not, we'll just end off this session here.
Don't check the canal area.
Yes,
And then we are going to that restaurant, the Shandi's restaurant, right? The one
yes,
with the
yes,
with the
yes.
lamb chops.
So you have very good memory.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're talking about it, and then she forwarded to me, and I said, yes.
Video, I got photograph, and then I have the coffee table book clubbing on it.
And she also after every trip she will burn a CD.
Ah.
Yeah, and she'll have all these memories.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Can I
Thank you.
just highlight one
Yes.
thing?
Sure.
Yeah, I just want all of you to be mentally prepared on the hotels. Before the pandemic, we are using the same hotels as what we are using for this trip. So, they are the best already, but somehow it's probably still not to our Four Seasons and Rifles Hotel, but they are the best available. All of them are pretty clean. Only the one at Kashan, a very nice boutique hotel, but every room is different. I've seen all the rooms and some quite uniquely designed where you have a lot of steps. So just be mentally prepared.
Steps. Did she say steps?
Yeah.
Steps, yeah. Because it's
And
actually a
some of the
two-story
roof-
building.
Yeah, and I saw, which is very good, Kemi has prepared 23 to 30 square meters. So as much as we can, we'll try to get the big rooms, but this is really one of the house lah. So just maybe for that night, I would even, because it's only one night, if let's say you think you have a lot of big suitcase, maybe you just pack an overnight bag. But if not, just go easy on this hotel. Other than that, the rest are pretty.
What do you mean by
Yeah.
overnight bag? What about the suitcase?
Suitcase would be kept in the bus. If let's say you
or we
prefer to
actually
carry
bring
like
it down. We
for
have
that
a
day.
room, a space to keep in the hotel lobby, because some of the rooms are we don't know, and then some of them are on second floor. So it's only for a night, and it being winter, because there's one winter we stayed in this hotel.
But the rooms
Uh,
themselves are not double, I mean, they're not storage rooms, they're just one
No, no.
flat.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct,
It
correct.
says that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's no lift in this boutique hotel.
You're
So
talking
if-
about the Saraya and
Ameriha,
Ameriha.
correct.
Yes,
Yes.
in
so
Kashan.
In
Kashan is the one, the rose water, is it? They're famous for the rose water. Is that the one?
Kashan is, I can't remember if it's
Yes.
rose water, but is it? Yes?
It's Armenia village, and then we stayed at one night in the boutique hotel. Yeah.
You think that the hotel is the same standard as those Romania, not the city one, the countryside, same standard or better or worse? Roughly.
Same standard, but some of the rooms are better. But so is
Okay.
every room different. So there's one year
But-
we went in the winter, which is 2019.
So about the
And,
same standard.
Is
Yeah,
it better
yeah.
than the Tunisian hotel in Cairo?
Better.
Okay.
Better than Kairouan. Yeah.
That's comforting wherever, whatever the Kairouan is.
Yes.
But will there be porters bringing the suitcase into the room?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
I
If
mean,
there's no
if that's the
porters,
case, I don't care.
Yeah.
If that's the case,
Okay.
I mean, I'm not bringing a overnight bag.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to
Sure.
bring the suitcase into the room, What I'm afraid of is I have to do it myself.
Oh no. That's the last thing you should be worried. So
Yeah.
every time the bags will be sent up at least to your room, and then the next morning you just leave it outside your room, and someone will pick it up. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
Kashan, one of the things Kashan is famous for would be the traditional houses. You'll be staying in one, you'll be visiting two, so you're visiting 3 out of the 4 very popular ones. So I think it's just a very iconic stay to be able to stay in a historical house that now is converted to a boutique
I
hotel.
agree.
So that makes it, because it was an old mansion, so you know
No,
how
I love it. I
houses
love it. I
are.
love it. It's just that,
Yeah.
it's just the physical
Then
manual
you've got-
labor
Yes.
of putting the bags in the room.
No, if we take around, we are always been
Very seamless.
Oh, okay.
I feel very well taken care of, I must tell you.
I have a back problem.
Yes.
That's the reason why I go with them, because they did look after you very well.
I also have a back problem.
Noted. I heard that.
I don't have a back problem. I don't mind people taking care of me well.
Not only do I have a back problem, I have a bag problem. I'm just asking, can I have 2 bags? Can I have 2 large suitcases? I can, right?
You can.
2020, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I mean, I think you have a 44-seater bus, so
And your Qatar Airways is 40 kg, so it's okay.
yeah,
Yes.
good. Just in case I can smuggle out some more caviar and pistachios.
No, you
And
buy,
who knows?
you can buy the
You can have my
pistachio,
share.
the
Yeah.
cashew nuts, and the
Was it
not
figs?
hazelnuts, the other nut, what, almonds? Yeah.
Walnuts.
What about leather goods?
I don't recall
goods,
much.
No, she's shaking her head. Fine,
Yeah.
okay, it's okay, fine.
You know, the ones I bought in Tunisia, all moldy.
Because when you bring to Singapore, the weather, the
Yeah.
humidity, yeah.
No, because you need to, no, you can buy them, but you have to
Maintain it now.
maintain it, yeah.
That's fine, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else from you, Take?
The
That's
rugs
all.
are very
Just,
good, and the
that's about
tablecloth,
it.
very nice.
I don't
Well,
like,
Thank you so
I want
much.
request.
Yes.
Can leave earlier, no?
Leave earlier.
So that the trip can come sooner.
You're already leaving earlier than everybody else. Counting down 3 more weeks.
I'm coming back, resting for 1 week, and then I'm off again to Provence. I'm
Yeah.
going to Provence.
okay.
So she actually squeezed this trip in because she has Lent as well.
Provence is with you all.
No, because she goes to France every year.
I go to France.
Yeah.
Oh, Provence is so nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need
Okay.
to talk to you about.
Sure.
Alright.
Okay, thank you so much,
Okay,
everybody.
thanks,
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. See you
Bye.
soon.
I
Bye.
remember going to some boutique hotel for lunch, and it was very beautiful. Even
In Kashan. Yeah, so we usually was
So this hotel is like